Okay, so guys, for this project we need a fusible interfacing, we need the fabric you're going to use. We'll need something to decorate the fascinator when you're done. This is glue. It's also a fabric glue, needle and thread, scissors, Alice band or hair clip, whichever one you have, a scissors and a paper tape, and also a plate. Yeah, this is 10 inches wide. So to make the fascinator, we're going to need a round object, yeah. And then you can use your plate. So it depends on how big you want it to be, how wide you want the fascinator to be. This plate is actually 10 inches wide, yeah. So you're going to draw the circle round. Yeah, by the way, I'm actually cutting on my fusible interfacing. Yeah, this is the strongest one I could get in the store, so I'm cutting on this. I'll be cutting 2 of this measurement on this fusible interfacing. So after cutting 2 of this, I'm going to place 1 on the fabric, yeah, and then I'll be cutting 1 inch outside of this circle. So I'll be cutting 2 of this fabric. Okay, now I have 2 pieces of the fabric and 2 pieces of the interfacing. Let's put a marking on the one I'll be using for the lining so it doesn't confuse. So the next thing I'll do now is to find the midpoint of the interfacing. So I'm folding into 2 and then into 2 again, so that I will find the midpoint. Okay, so now what I'll be doing is, this is the midpoint here. I'm following the crease line, yeah. And then I'll mark 1/2 inch or 1/2 inch on both sides. So it's just like a dot. So for this, I'll only be drawing the lines, 1/2 inch on both sides. I'll be using this for the lining and this for the main fabric. So the next thing I'll be doing is to bring this together and hold it with a paper tape. Okay, so what I'll do now is to place the fabric wrong side on the interfacing. But before I do that, I'll apply my glue on the edges of all around this interfacing so that I can glue the fabric to the interfacing. So after applying the glue, the next thing I'll be doing is to carefully place my fabric on this. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is to apply the glue to these edges so that I can fold this over and hold it in place. So now I'll fold this over. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to iron this is the wrong side of the lining. So I'll iron the interfacing on the lining. So before I go ahead, I cut a strip of fabric and I'll be sewing it to the mid part. The reason I'm sewing it is because I'll be putting, at the end of the day, I'm putting the Alice band inside. Okay, so this is what I'm going to achieve at the end of the day. You see how easy it is now? So you put it inside. Okay, so now moving forward, I'll be cutting this open. So after opening it this way, I will put the fabric glue here. Because I'll be placing this and then I'll place this over this. Okay, so after doing this, I'll be putting the glue again on these edges. This excess fabric over as well. Okay, so now that this is done, the last step actually, you're bringing this in now, and then we'll be putting this is the top fabric here. We'll be putting this over it like this. If you're satisfied with it, you can go ahead, but if you're not satisfied, you can just take it to your sewing machine and sew round just to hold it in place. But I think I'm satisfied with this. You can finish doing this in 20 minutes. Yeah, it might get messy, but because of the glue and all, but then it's worth it. It's actually for a client, so I can't model it. So I also put this, so if she's not using the Alice band, yeah, she can use this, the clip. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you love what you see, please subscribe to my channel.